What's going on, world? DS1, representing Sheep Stay Sleep TV, of course. Just came to chop it up with y'all this morning, man. Peace, my brother Loso. Peace to you, good brother. Check out the Car Rant series, family. I just dropped episodes 10 and 11 right here on Sheep Stay Sleep TV. Check out Car Rants, episode 10 and episode 11. I'm good, my brother. Thanks for asking, man. I hope all is well with you. Shout out to OTV, Organic True Vision. I appreciate that, Loso. Yeah, man, I had to do a rant on on that dude on Daz, man, cause the other morning when you was talking about the whole situation with Pac and Death Row, man. Now I really understand, Loso, why, Daz Daz did that whole ass shit, and when Suge got sentenced to 28 years, he was laughing because a lot of them hated Suge because how much he loved Pac. And I never thought about that. I always looked at Suge as a guy, you know, I felt like he was just a West Coast Puffy, you know? I thought he was just using everybody for their talent and just getting money and moving up in the ladders, moving up in the ranks. I never thought that Suge was really a good dude, man, but from what you were saying, my brother, it makes a whole lot of sense, man. A lot of them dudes corrupt, Daz, Snoop, a lot of them, they hated Suge because how much he loved Pac, you know? Shout out to my brother JT in the building. Good morning, my brother. And that, I had to talk about that, man, because I don't respect shit like that, man. I thought Daz was a G, but he just showed me what type of dude he was, man, when he decided to laugh at a man who might die in prison, you know? Right, exactly. Now it makes sense, bro. Now it makes so much sense. And I also watched, I watched the interview with Suge's I think it was his niece, cause she's real cool with shout out to my brother 89 Education. Shout out to my brother. Good morning to you. Um she runs around with Matt Barnes that used to play in the NBA, and cause they want to do a biopic of Suge Knight. They really trying to get that done. And I remember when watching the interview how much she said Suge loved Pac. And also Daz hates Suge because Suge was with his wife first. Oh, okay, okay. That make a lot of sense too. That make a lot of sense too, bro. But see, I don't I mean, I really don't understand stuff like that, bro. Because at the end of the day, man, if you meet a woman and you get with her and she ain't no virgin, man, Come on, she done, you know, she done did her thing, man. And if you really felt like that, you never date. See, that's always been a rule for me. I'm never gonna date or get with a female who was with one of my homies. You know? Make sure y'all smash that like button when y'all come in, man. I appreciate it. Smash that like button. That was always a rule for me. Some people say you never know who you may fall in love with and da 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 da. But I do believe you have control on who you decide to be with. You know, you may like a person, you may deal with them, but if you was with one of my homies, man, I just can't rock with you. I can't open up to you. You know, so I could never get mad at any of my homies for over a female. Now, if you decide to deal with her after you know she was dealing with one of your homies, then that's on you. You can't turn around and get mad at the homie. You know, come on, man. Like, to me, that's just man code. But I really I lost a whole lot of respect for Daz Dillinger, man. Cause I don't care how much I don't like a person. I'm never gonna wish them to go to jail or wish death on them. You know, even if it's a person I don't like and something happened to them, like they get killed or they go to jail or some shit like that, I may not really give a fuck, but I'm not gonna express, you know, I'm not gonna feel like, oh, it's a good day in the neighborhood. This guy's off the street. Like, to me, that's sucker shit, man. And Daz is a sucker. And then look what turned around and happened to him. So y'all go check out my car rant series, man. I just dropped episodes 10 and episode 11. Y'all go check that out. And also, check out all the previous episodes also. But I don't really respect that, man. That's weak shit, dog. That's just some weak ass shit. Well, that could be a thing too. A lot of dudes have a lot of resentment, man. But I think when you in the music business, man, shit like that is just gonna happen, bro. Like, people gonna use your ideas. It's like everybody around each other should be feeding off of each other. And Daz was just a producer. It wasn't like he was no manager or nothing. It wasn't like, dudes took money out his pocket. You feel me? I just feel like he had a lot of bitch ass issues, man, that he had to get right within himself. Cause now I could see he had a lot of resentment, man, for a long time. And it just come from him, you know? I don't really think it's legitimate. I don't feel like it's legitimate enough, bro. I feel like that shit wasn't that serious, man. You know? That's like, that's like if one of your homies is rapping and y'all all in the studio and you give him a hook. Or you tell him, yo, say it like this. Don't say it like that. Say it like this. And he say it like that, and then, the song take off or whatever. So now your man owe you money because you 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 know he was using you as a muse in the studio. Back then, man, everybody was in the studio. Back in the 90s and all of that, Studio was full of people, man. And what they did was they fed off each other. That's what you do. You know, one of your mans may come up with a hook and you use it. So now your man owe you money? Come on, man. It's not like you was management and you was helping him get money and he just shitted on you. Daz is just a Daz is just a bitch nigga, man. I never knew he was like that, bro. But I'm really starting to see it, man. You know? Howdy to my sister, Chocolate, aka Black Beauty. How you doing, sis? Great to see you this morning. Hope you have a good day. Busy lady. But yeah, man, should yeah, yeah. That's deep too, Loso. You know? Oh, I'm great, sis. I'm great this morning. That's deep, Loso. Cause I believe, shit should could change somebody, man. He around you long enough. I mean, Pac could change anybody if you around him long enough. You know, me being from the East Coast, you know, me knowing Pac was from the East Coast, but growing up, he was repping the West Coast. And a lot of us was, caught up on that East Coast, West Coast shit. Good morning, Poetic Cows. How you doing? Yeah, man. And I was always a Biggie fan. As I got older and I started to listen to Pac and I got a little more mature. I like what Pac stood for, man. You know, Pac was a soldier and he stood on righteousness, you know? And Pac had to grow on me. Cause growing up, like I said, growing up in the 90s, man, with that East Coast, West Coast shit, we took that shit serious in New York. You know? We really did, bro. And I grew up, a lot of my friends was Pac fans. Shit, one of my best friends was a Pac fanatic. Me and him used to go at it. And I used to always tell him, like, yo, how could you like Pac? He from New York. I mean, how could you like Pac? He not from New York. We from New York. I used to always make that silly ass argument when we was young. But I just couldn't, man. I couldn't I guess I was too young to understand where Pac was coming from. And some people when they're younger, they could feel a person, They could feel a person. But Pac was a great man, man. He was, man. And I really felt like I really felt like Pac didn't want to go against Biggie, and Biggie didn't want to go against Pac. Because something I found out later on, yeah, I heard that, Poetic Cows. I heard he was from there. Shout out to Trippy on the check-in. Make sure y'all smash that like button, please. Um, I heard later on from some older guys, man, that the dudes that did that to Pac wasn't Biggie friends. See, that's what people thought. Them dudes was from Biggie hood. And that's what them dudes did. They was a crew who robbed and extorted rappers. And they actually was trying to extort Biggie. You know, those dudes was some old school goons. You know what I'm saying? Actually, if you go check out Gully TV, he what's up, China? What's up, China? I appreciate you checking in. It's all love, young mama. Um, they was telling me that these dudes, they was gangsters, man. And they ran around and they was robbing dudes in the industry. You know? And they was trying to extort Big. They wanted Big, they wanted to be Biggie's security. And Big knew about these dudes because these dudes was from his area. They wasn't from his block, but they was from his area. Because this crew, they came from different parts of Brooklyn. Some of them came from East New York. Some of them came from Brownsville. You know, some of them was from Fort Greene. You know, and back then you had a lot of dudes in New York who had little crews that would run around and rob and extort rappers. And these dudes, like I said, you could go to Gully TV. He interviewed one of the dudes who was there that night when Pac got shot. His name is Tut, King Tut. King Tut is from East New York. You know, Biggie ain't have nothing to do with that, bro. They was trying to extort Big. They wanted to be Biggie's security. They was trying to get put on a payroll. They was trying to extort Biggie. You know, because growing up in the hood, they knew those dudes, but they was young dudes. So they was kind of scared of Tut and all them dudes. You know? Pac, he liked Pac. Pac was his friend. Why you think C's told him to come upstairs? Like, yo, come upstairs. We up here. Big is up here. They wasn't setting him up, bro. But it's hard to not it's hard not to believe that, man. Nah, they didn't set him up, Miss Kels. They didn't set him up, sis. They didn't. Big did not set him up. But anybody would think that if you in New York, I'm coming to your studio session, next thing you know, I'm robbed and shot. After you told me to come upstairs. I mean, that makes logical sense, but every situation you can't look at it from just a logical standpoint. Right. Exactly. They didn't set Pac up. They didn't want Pac to get hurt, you know? But them dudes, like I said, they was a wrecking crew. You know, just like you had the Supreme Team from Brooklyn. They was running around and extorting and robbing rappers. You know? They robbed Rakim a couple times. Yeah, I'm in Charlotte, 89. But they didn't set Pac up. Big love Pac, man. Oh, okay, China, that's what's up. I'm from Brooklyn. They loved Pac, man. And even C said that shit. You know? He said it in a lot of interviews. They wasn't trying to hurt Pac, man. Them dudes, it's just when you young and you dealing with them type of dudes, it's nothing you can really do at the end of the day. You know, big and them dudes, they didn't want to go to war with them dudes. You know, Big and them was in the streets, but not like them. You know, them dudes had a lot of power and a lot of muscle, you know? And that's what they ran around and did. They ran around and they extorted a lot of rappers. And they was even trying to extort Biggie. So when they saw Pac, you know, after, you know, it was like, we gotta eat. That's food right there. Cause if you notice, they didn't just shoot Pac. They tried to rob Pac first. And Pac, you know, he didn't give his shit up, of course. He wasn't giving his shit up, so they shot him. You know? And even when C's tell a story, he said how he found out Pac was shot. He went downstairs to get Pac because Pac was taking too long to come upstairs. And when he went and got on the elevator, he saw it. Yup, Biggie did play it smart. He did. He tried his best to stay away from them dudes. Cause they was trying to get on Biggie payroll. That's how them dudes rock. And I think that's how I go in a lot of cities. With a lot of these young rappers, if you come up in a certain neighborhood, man, them goons get around you and they huddle around you. And either you pay or you become food. That's just how the wolves give it up. It's either feed the wolves or become dinner for the wolves. You know, at that time, them dudes was robbing everything. You know, even a lot of New York rappers got robbed. Because it was different crews doing that shit. Yeah, they did Pac dirty. Pac was his man. He never really had no real animosity against Pac. You know, a lot of people think the song Who Shot You was about Pac. It wasn't. It wasn't about Pac. Who Shot You was not about Pac. It wasn't. He did that song way before that shit even happened to Pac. Yup. Yeah, they was gonna get Snoop. They was gonna get Snoop too. Especially after him doing that New York shit. Huh? Why you think Snoop stayed out of New York? They was gonna get him. These dudes was really strong, man. That's why they say hip hop is a real street thing. And it is. It really is, man. Cause who you think handle a lot of shit? You know? And even if you listen to Gene Deal never said that Biggie hated Pac or had anything against Pac, cause he didn't. Little C said they loved Pac. They embraced Pac, man. All of the shit that we got fed was propaganda, man. It's all propaganda. Hold on real quick, y'all. Yeah, I'm back, y'all. Yeah, people always blaming Biggie China, and that's not, that wasn't Big fault, man. You know, that really wasn't, man. Yep, they both died the same way. They sure did. But check out you know, check out Loso China. He was dropping some heavy shit on the whole Pac situation. Cause I always kind of felt, when I first heard Pac died, that shit was so shocking to me. I didn't believe it. Whenever I hear any of these, big celebrities like Pac and all of them that they died, it'd be hard for me to believe it. So, when I first heard Pac die, I didn't believe it. Over time, I kind of felt like, damn, yeah, Pac is dead. But at the end of the day, man, Pac has so much political connections. He has so much political connections that I really believe what my brother Loso was saying. That he's not dead. And he got away. And Pac, I mean Biggie, he didn't have that luxury, you know. And I really feel like Puffy has something to do with him getting killed. Because if you notice, everybody who's ever been around Diddy is dead. Like, look at them. They either fell off or they dead. You know? He let's go down the list real quick. Biggie, dead. Um, Black Rob, hooked on drugs, fell off. G Dep in jail, 20 years. What made him admit to a murder that he did all these years ago, man? And they even said he was on drugs too. All these guys, that was around Puffy, um, they either dead, they fell off, or they in jail. And I believe it's because of the shit that they had to dealing with what they had to deal with this dude, man. They saw a lot of shit, you know? They saw a lot of shit, man. Fucking with Puff. Wolf got killed. Fucking with Puffy. Out in Atlanta by BMF. You know? It may be a little deeper than that, Miss Kels. I'm not really into the whole um Illuminati stuff and I'm not really into that stuff, no, too tough no more. But I do believe certain parts of shit definitely can link Puff to that because you know they were saying Puffy was in a fraternity and you know and Puffy got away with a lot of shit too. So I could understand why people say that he has to be part of something because he got away with a lot of shit. Yeah, I believe they created that East Coast West Coast shit because it really was just about money at the end of the day. You know, I don't think Suge had anything to do with them trying to kill Pac. You know, I think definitely um the same people who was trying to kill Pac, killed Big. I believe that. Oh, so you think Suge did have something to do with it? I study it very much, and they helped Puffy, and still are to this day. I believe that, brother. I do. I believe that. He loved Pac a lot, man. And now I understand why all those dudes hated Suge. Because like you said in your video, my brother, when Pac came around, all them dudes got pushed to the back. You know, he put them dudes on the back burner. Snoop, Daz, Corrupt. He put them dudes on the back burner for Pac. And that shit didn't sit well with them guys, man. You know, Pac was, Pac was like the golden child up there at Death Row. Shout out to Black Charm in the building. Thanks for tuning in, bro. Yeah, I really this shit is crazy, man. Yeah, man, when you was talking about that, bro, I ain't never think about that shit, bro. Never. I never thought, Snoop hated him like that, man. You said Pac wanted to lead Death Row? I don't know, sis. I don't know. You know? Um, because I remember, I think this was like, yeah, this was the early 2000s. Early 2000s, because I was still in high school. This probably was about, I think this was like, maybe like 2000. It was on 106 in Park. Suge came out on 106 in Park and said out his mouth, if Biggie and Tupac was alive today, Biggie will be on death row. Suge said that. He said Biggie will be a death row artist. Now, when he said that shit, I said, yo, when I first heard him say that, me being that young, I'm like, man, I'm like, yo, Suge is bugging. Napoleon Armstrong, peace to you, brother. Pac was getting his Machiavelli record label, right? Which most likely was going to have distribution through Death Row. But yeah, when Suge said that about Big, I said, this dude Suge is crazy as hell, man. And remember, Suge and Pac was building the East Coast Death Row. I could believe that. Hello to you, Reverend Michelle. I appreciate you checking in, sis. Much love to you. Everybody who's checking in, please hit the like button. I appreciate it. But now I understand what Suge was saying. You know, they knew how evil Puffy was, man. I really believe that. They knew that Puff was a wicked dude, man. And he was working with them people. So, Suge was saying, if you don't want everybody all in your videos and, you know, taking the attention off the artists and shit like that, come join Death Row. And the first artist from the East Coast to be signed was going to be Craig Mack. Wow. Wow. Mmm. That's deep. So maybe that's why Puff hated Suge. Damn. Yeah, Puffy is a shady dude. Puff definitely was shady, man. Definitely. And see something else that separated Suge from Puff, and I noticed that now, is Suge didn't hide the game from people. You know, he gave Pac the game. You know? See, a lot of people don't know, but Biggie sold the rest of his publishing to Puffy for $400,000. See, Biggie didn't really know how the music industry went. So he was completely owned by Puffy. Puffy owned all his shit. Yeah, make sure y'all support each other in the chat, man. Y'all support each other. It's all love over here. You know? But being that, you know, they was thinking about expanding like that, it just shows how much, you know, Suge gave Pac the game too. You know, he didn't hide shit from him. He didn't rape him in contracts and shit like that. See, Big, he was a hustler. So at the end of the day, Big just wanted to make money without being in the streets. So when Puffy brought up, you know, selling his publishing or letting him know he could sell it, you know, Big was like, man, I ain't gonna be a rapper forever anyway, man. You could take this fucking publishing. Not understanding what publishing was. He didn't understand that once you die, without this publishing, your family won't get nothing. And Puff, being the Harlem hustling, grimy motherfucker he was, he let Big do it. And that's why he don't have to give, you know, Puffy's daughter, his mother, anything. Because nothing's in Big name. Exactly. Books instead of guns. That's what Biggie originally stood for. That's what Big originally stood for. Thanks for letting them know that, my brother 89. No doubt, China. Thanks for the love. Don't be a stranger, man. Oh, yeah, they hustlers up there, man. And they fucked up individuals. They do shit to get over on people. They not just hustlers, they grimy. You know? They not businessmen. They hustle you. And that's what this dude Puffy did to Big. No doubt, China. Just appreciate you, you know. Thanks for coming through. And he hustled Big out the rest of his publishing. And now he don't owe them shit because everything is in his name. Everything is under Bad Boy. You know, do what you gotta do. You know? Grind for your watch time. That's the name of the game. But you know, Sleep TV, and remember Tupac was gonna sign the Wu-Tang. Damn. See, I didn't even know that, bro. God damn. Shit. Pac wasn't playing. Him and Suge was gonna take over, man. That's what I'm starting to see. Oh, I got you, China. Soon as I get up off here, I got you. Damn, bro, he was trying to sign the Wu too. Damn. Yeah, it makes sense that Pac would love the Wu Tang too, man, because them brothers had knowledge of self. They was on that type of time Pac was on.
Thank you for calling Premier Bangkok.
You know? So, damn. See, man, you see what happens when you just, as you get older, you tend to understand things and look at things from a different perspective, man. Pac had a lot of love, man. I think Daz is a sucker, DJ Chong. And I used to respect Daz. I had a lot of respect for the dog pound. But now I see a lot of them dudes, they was suckers, man. They was suckers, man. I know a lot of the ladies love Pac. Pac was a lady magnet. Yeah, I never knew that, JT. I never knew he was trying to sign the Wu too. That was another thing. Daz was mad at Pac because all the women wanted to. Yeah, yeah. People will. Dudes, a lot of dudes fall out over women, man. A lot of dudes, man. A lot of dudes fall out over women. you had his daughter. Yeah, but a lot of dudes be pissed at that too. But damn, man, them dudes hated that dude like that. God damn. Shit, man, that's damn. Damn, man, that's crazy. Shit. So it was the women, I mean, I respect you for that, China. You a real one. Don't put them on child support. Facts, you a real one. Man, it had to be envy, Miss Kels. Information man, salute to you on the check-in. Yeah, man, I gotta look at some of these videos, man. What? Facts, China. What? Are you serious, my brother? Loso, come on, bro. Really? I okay. Now, I heard that I heard that and I don't know if this is true. I believe this is just a theory. But I heard that Quincy Jones marked Pac for death, when Pac was messing with his daughter, and I heard he told Pac some shit like, um, yeah. I heard when Pac first met Quincy Jones, he told Pac, if you gonna be with my daughter, you gotta be with me too. Like on some homosexual type of shit. I don't know how true that is, my brother, but I heard he came at Pac on that type of time, and you know, Pac kind of, checked him, kind of, he checked him, and he got kind of reckless with him, and Quincy Jones didn't like that, and I heard he marked Pac for death. I don't know how true that was, my brother, but for you to say that, bro, I don't know. So that was true. Wow. So if that happened, bro, why would he turn around and help Pac escape? Did he do it because how much his daughter loved him? Because that's some crazy shit. You know, a dude is dating your daughter and you tell a dude that he gotta come and lay up with you in order to be with his daughter. That's wicked. That's some wicked shit, my brother. So why would he turn around and help Pac like that? Tupac died because of that hotel fight. Simple. Orlando's uncle admitted to it. Puff was just slime for not denying he had any involvement. Mm. Okay. I'll check it out. I don't really be on Instagram like that. I use Instagram for like business stuff. But I'll check you out because he knew he was wrong for telling Pac that. Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense too. That makes sense too. Yeah, y'all, everybody in the chat room, y'all go support China Empire, man. Y'all go support her, man. She very funny, she cool, she show love, man. Y'all go support her. Support her on Instagram, support her on here. And Quincy also told Pac that the CIA wanted to kill him too. Wow. Wow. No problem, China. Y'all all make sure y'all go support her. Oh, so he is. Yo, that's crazy. Now, let me ask you this, my brother Loso, being that you said that. On on one of Rick Ross's previous albums, um, it's a song, go check it out. Just go on YouTube, type in Rick Ross Santorini Greece. And he said in the song, Matulu wife reside out in Cuba. He said that in the song. And when I first heard it, man, that shit gave me the chills. See you later, China. I'll be around. Yeah, go check that out, bro. When he said that in the song, man, I couldn't believe that shit. But he was shouting Matulu out all in that song. And I do a Black History Month series here on this channel every year. This is my third year about to come up. And I did a dissertation on Matulu Shakur, because You know, he's somebody in black history that people never mention. And he was a great man. And he's also a political prisoner. And a lot of the things that I've read and saw with Matulu, he didn't want Pac, to be connected to that thug shit. And he always told Pac that that thug shit was gonna get him killed. You know? Yeah, y'all go check that video out on my channel. Black History Month series, um, 2017. I talked about Matulu Shakur. Great brother. Somebody who, they don't talk about in Black history. That's what my Black History Month series is about. It's about a lot of our black historians that, you know, people that are not being spoken about. A lot of us, when we look at black history, we look at what we was taught, in this oppressed school system. So we talk about Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, Frederick Douglass, the same old people. But it was plenty other black heroes that's never talked about. And Matulu Shakur, he was one of them. Because not only was he a revolutionary on the front line, he also was highly intelligent. He was a black acupuncturist. He was a healer, a holistic healer. Also, a lot of people didn't know that about Matulu. But Matulu, that's what he did. He was a holistic healer. He healed people through acupuncture. But yeah, man, I saw some videos, and Matulu, he used to write Pac letters from jail all the time. And he used to tell Pac, stay out of trouble. You know, watch the people you hang around with. Oh yeah, I can't wait till you do that, bro. I'm gonna be jumping back from you and China's live. But definitely, bro, please, man. Cause you telling you, man, you got it, bro. I never heard anybody ever go in depth the way you did, brother. Never. But Matulu was a great man. Great man. And I feel like he's not honored enough. I'm surprised I made it to work on time. Woke up late, left late, but made it on time. Thanks, fam. Shout out to you, Miss Cabs. Shout out to you. But yeah, y'all, I appreciate y'all for tuning in, man. You know, that whole dad situation with Suge, man, that shit just confirmed everything my brother Loso was saying, man. And that shit was on my mind. So I want to come to y'all and chit chat with y'all this morning about a couple things, man. Mainly about that, you know, and mainly about this whole Bill Cosby thing, because if you notice, after Suge just got sentenced, then, Bill goes to jail. They took two, two great men away, man. You know, people could have their opinions, but at the end of the day, they work speak for itself. You know, Suge was not a monster. That's just what the industry painted him out to be. You know? And they say it's one more monster left in the industry. And he kind of reminds the industry of Suge Knight. That's 50 Cent. And as y'all can see, 50 escaped. He kind of escaped the rap game too. And now he doing the power thing and he in movies. Hey Mickey, how you doing? Thanks for tuning in. Good morning, Afrocentric Anatomy. Good morning to you. You know? So I appreciate all the love and the support, man. Y'all go support my brother Loso. His page is The Truth in Miami is Near Peace Rider. Y'all all go support my brother Loso, man. Hit him up right now. Y'all go support him. He getting ready to go live. Y'all go support him. Check him out, man. Deep brother, you know. Great brother. He love his people, man, and he's a truth speaker. That's why I got so much respect for him, man. And me and him, we click right away, man. So y'all go and support him right now. You know, his numbers should be going up after this live. Y'all go support the brother. He getting ready to go live also. Y'all go and y'all check him out, man. But I'm gonna let y'all go. I gotta go. I appreciate y'all for tuning in to Sheep Stay Sleep TV. You know, over here where we allow the sheep to stay sleep. You know, if you want to be led by other people, you know, then you just a sheep. So I appreciate all the love and support, y'all. I'll be back later to talk to you guys. Y'all enjoy y'all work day. You know, y'all stay safe, and I see you guys around. Much love and peace.